So I'm Sam Philo, I'm the head of business at Serum Academy, and I think you should learn business here because the course is going to help you no matter what you want to do once you leave sixth form life. So if you want to go into a job, it's going to help you because we've got a recruitment unit, we've got lots of stuff about how business works behind the scenes, so that's going to help you move into managerial positions a bit quicker. If you want to go to university, and a lot of my pupils do, it puts you in good stead for any kind of interviews that you need to do, helps you get to put together portfolios and be professional in that manner too. And if you want to go into self-employment, we go across all of the business finance elements as well. Even if you don't go into employment straight away, it's got all the personal finance elements too. So you're going to learn about budgeting, you're going to learn about pensions and mortgages, all the stuff your parents will say, oh, I wish I'd learned that at school. You will learn it at school and you'll be one step ahead of everyone else there. Particularly at Serum, we've got really, really strong grades. So the average grade is a distinction, which is equivalent with an A, which is better than I got at college as well, actually. And every term I get in someone from Salisbury or further afield, sometimes London, to get in and talk about a particular element of the industry that they work in. So we've had someone who does the financial reports for Chelsea Football Club. We've had someone who does savings and investments for people upward of £1 million. Those kind of people come and speak to us about their areas of expertise. So the course takes up one of the slots of your 3 that you get to choose from in terms of different subjects, but you will end up with a BTEC and a half out of it. So what that means for you is you do a couple more units than someone would if they were just doing a single course. However, you get 1.5 times as many UCAS points to help you get off to university a little bit easier. You get 2 units more knowledge than anyone else would doing a single course. The benefits are massive compared to just trying to plump up with a single course. And that distinction I spoke about being the average grade, that's across a BTEC and a half, not just a single BTEC. So it's really strong as well as being a really detailed course. So as I said earlier, a lot of business incorporates things that you need to know in later life. So personal finance unit, that sorts everything out that you need to know in terms of being in the black instead of the red, if that makes sense, so having less debt. But in terms of actual progressions that people have gone on to in the past, about 80% of the pupils go off to do university courses. So some of them go off to do business, but business is so sort of universal is that it helps other subjects too. So people taking history, they learn about the foreign affairs kind of stuff we do in business. People doing travel and tourism look at how the business is impacted by that as well. So not just business courses, but other ones too. And if you're going into employment afterwards, because university is not for everyone, we know that, so apprenticeships and employment, going to lump them together. It helps you move up quicker to managerial positions, so there's a recruitment unit that helps you get jobs in the first place, so you write a CV, you do a letter of application, you go through a mock interview process. And you interview other people as well, so when you get to a managerial position, you've got that experience of interviewing other people. It's got business finance units, so you can help out in the financial side of things if that's what you want to go to into business. And it's got sort of generally behind the scenes stuff too, so things like size, structure, sectors, how business flow and stuff like that. So it's going to help you regardless of what you want to do after sixth form. It's going to be something that helps you out. So the business course is split into 6 different sections. So the first section is business in general. It's called Exploring Business, and you look at case studies and look at the size and how that affects business decisions. Think about the people that run that business, all the different sort of the nitty-gritty elements of business. That helps you get a good understanding of the rest of the course. Unit 2 is about marketing, so those of you with like a creative mind on you, it's going to help that. Those of you going into digital marketing, things like that. You get given a business, a case study, and you have to find the best way of marketing. So who should you market to, what price should you choose, what packaging should it be, that kind of stuff. The third one is about finance, so that's both personal finance and business finance. So you learn about how to deal with money from a personal point of view, as well as how a business puts together its financial documents. The fourth one you do is a recruitment unit, so you will apply for like a mock job and you'll get interviewed, and you will also create a mock job and interview younger pupils as well. That puts you in really good stead, and a lot of people actually like that one because it gives you a good opportunity for both going into jobs after sixth form and going to university after sixth form too. There is a work experience unit in which you will do some extra work experience. That's people tend not to enjoy that to start with, but once they start getting into the role, once they've sort of planned everything and they're in the actual job, they enjoy it at that point, because it's another thing to put on your CV. It's more work experience at the end of the day. And the final one is where you have to run an event as part of a group. So you choose what event you want to run. So in the past we've had invited some elderly people in to talk to some year 7s about what school life was like and how it's different, kind of like a social event. And that was quite successful. We've had some events where we've done like health and fitness stalls kind of event there. Loads of different things you can do, and you work together as a group as that one. You get to choose exactly what to do. You budget, you run it yourself, you evaluate it at the end. So they're the course elements themselves, and there's a wide range of stuff there. But the way I run the course, a lot of it is digital, so we use Google Forms quite a lot. We use structured worksheets, because I know it's quite difficult to start writing notes straight away in sixth form, so first couple of years we structure that in terms of like worksheets and stuff like that, so you can just write down as I'm talking rather than trying to write notes from scratch yourself, to help you build that up. And there are 2 exams for the course, but you get to retake those if you're not happy with your grade the first time around. So it's 2 elements of coursework, 4 elements of coursework, 2 elements of exam.